Oh, no network connection. I really need to send this email. Should I go ask the barista for the Wi-Fi password?
Welcome back to Simply Real English. I'm Leo.
And I'm Sarah. Today, we're going to the cafe with Emma. But things aren't going exactly as she planned.
Let's watch what happens when a cafe doesn't have what you want and how to handle it in perfect English.
The smell of fresh bread is calling me. Time to go inside the Daily Crumb.
Good morning. What can I get for you today?
Hi there. I would like a medium oat milk cappuccino and a blueberry muffin, please.
Oh, I'm sorry. We're completely out of blueberry muffins this morning.
Oh no. This is my first time here. Could you recommend something else?
Our chocolate chip scones are fresh out of the oven. Would you like one instead?
That sounds delicious. I'll have one of those, please.
Great. For here or to go?
For here, please.
All right, that comes to $7.50. You can tap your card right there.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thanks. I'll call your name at the end of the counter when your order is ready.
Did you catch what happened? Emma's favorite muffin was sold out.
But she handled it perfectly. Let's look at 3 quick phrases she used.
Oh, great idea. First, Jack said, "We're out of." When a store doesn't have an item anymore, they say, "We're out of it."
Next, Emma asked a great question. Could you recommend? This is the best way to ask a worker for their advice or favorite item.
Finally, Jack offered a scone. Emma accepted by saying, "That sounds delicious. I'll have one." Saying "I'll have" is much more natural than saying "I want to buy."
Now it's your turn to practice. Speak out loud and match Sarah's natural speed.
Could you recommend something else? We're out of blueberry muffins. That sounds delicious. I'll have one.
Quiz time. Imagine you are at a cafe and you don't know what to eat. What is the most natural way to ask the waiter for help?
Is it A, what do you want? B, could you recommend something? C, tell me the good food.
The answer is B. Could you recommend something?
Great job.
Let's go back to Emma. She has her coffee, but she has one more quick problem to solve.
Oh, no network connection. I really need to send this email. Should I go ask the barista for the Wi-Fi password? I hope I'm not bothering him. Excuse me, Mr. Jack?
Yes? Is everything okay with the scone?
Oh, yes, it's perfect. But could you tell me the Wi-Fi password?
Of course. It's Daily Crumb 2026 with a capital D.
Got it. Thanks so much. Notice how Emma asked for the Wi-Fi password.
She didn't just walk up and say, "What is the password?" She added the phrase, "Could you tell me?" to the beginning.
This is a highly useful grammar trick called an indirect request.
But what exactly is an indirect request? It simply means instead of demanding information directly, you politely ask if the person is able to help you.
Right. When you use words like could you or would you are technically asking, do you have the ability to do this? It gives the listener a polite choice.
This acts like a polite wrapper around your question. It instantly makes your English sound softer and much friendlier to native speakers.
Exactly. So instead of asking a direct question like, where is the bathroom? Try using an indirect request. Could you tell me where the bathroom is?
And that's it. You just learned how to handle sold out items, ask for recommendations, and get the Wi-Fi password all in natural English.
If you liked learning with a story today, hit that subscribe button for Simply Real English so you don't miss our next adventure.
Keep practicing, and we will see you next time. Bye.
Bye!